Hey, what is going on, guys? Dylan here with Solo Cuts Landscaping. Thank you for tuning in to another video here on the Solo Cuts Landscaping YouTube channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys that stopping by and share time with me here on the channel. So today's video topic is something that I really didn't want to bring up. I didn't really want to put up on the channel just because I feel like it's just taking over everything. It's taking over everything, and yes, that has to deal with this COVID-19 coronavirus deal. As you guys know, this channel is all about bringing you guys into my life, into my business, and taking you guys along for the journey. And while this has had a huge impact on what we have going on and what we are doing at this time of year because of this whole pandemic that's sweeping the nation. Guys, stick around with me on this video. I'm gonna kind of give you my opinions on how I feel about what's going on, but then also talk about what we are doing on the back end to keep things moving, keep things rolling, so that way we don't fall behind even more than... Let's try this again. So that way we don't fall behind even more than what we kind of are going to be at. So guys, be sure to watch this video all the way through and let's get right into it. So like I said, my name is Dylan with Solo Cuts Landscaping. I work full-time, run a little landscape company, and I'm bringing this camera along, documenting my journey. So this whole COVID-19 coronavirus, like I said, has taken us by storm. Everywhere you look, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, on the news, wherever you look, this coronavirus deal has just taken over everything. So I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on the whole deal, just minor, and then we will continue to move on. So my thoughts and opinions on it. I do not think it's something that we should take lightly. I do think this is a serious deal. For instance, my sister-in-law, she is a nurse at our local hospital, and last week she dealt with her first patient that tested positive for the COVID-19, and she says it was a scary deal. Like, it was terrifying, and now, you know, she has that worry of, you know, like, what could she possibly bring home? My brother is there, and they have a sweet little girl, Stella, so... you know, there's a lot that can come with that. So I'm not taking this lightly at all. I do think it is a serious deal. In regards to lawn and landscaping being an essential service or not, it's kind of a gray area because I think the timing of this hit early enough, at least for us here in Ohio, it hit early enough to where our season hasn't really begun yet. I think because we have had a super mild winter, a lot of folks are freaking out saying like, oh, I could get work done. I could be out doing this and doing that. Which I agree 100%. We could get a jump start this year on a lot of landscaping projects. Ultimately though, like, we are still ahead of what like a normal winter would do. So typically I don't start services till at the earliest beginning of April to mid-April. And to be honest, you know, with our residential landscaping job, no one's really wanting mulch done at the beginning of April into March, whatever. You know, they're wanting it like that April into May and so on. So for our landscaping end, it really hadn't affected us much just because we're still early from when we normally start. I think this whole freaking out of like we could be getting started just has to deal with the fact that we had a super mild winter and we're getting some spring-like weather. So that part doesn't really have me too freaked out because we are still early. But on the flip end, because it is mild, we're not able to get started, but because of the impact this virus has had on the economy as a whole, folks not having jobs right now, people getting laid off, that in return though affects our inbound calls to where the phone isn't ringing off the hook, but it all falls down to it's still early. Like I still feel like folks don't typically start thinking about their lawn and landscaping till like that mid-April to May. So my whole blanket statement for the topic of us not being essential, had this had hit mid-April to end of April, I think lawn and landscaping would have been deemed essential, but because it hit end of March, mid-March, whatever, I think that's why we're not deemed essential yet. I do think it's going to come to where lawn and landscaping will need to be deemed essential because, you know, the crazy growth that grass gets in the spring and all the health issues that have to come with that. I do think that lawn and landscaping will be grandfathered into the essential business end, but for right now, I don't think it's going to be, I don't know. That's just my opinion, but we'll take it as is. Let's move on to some lighter note, some things that I'm doing to keep the ball rolling, because the one thing I don't want to do is remain stagnant and sit there with a thumb up my you-know-what and not be productive, not keep things going, because eventually there's going to be a green light and we're going to be hitting the pavement running. So I just need to make sure that I am as prepared as possible for when that time comes. So that's exactly what we are doing. So First thing that we are doing is, as you can see here behind me, we're in the shop, and if you've been following me along on YouTube, you've been seeing we've been doing a lot of work on our trailers, getting those ready. So like the dump trailer, that has been getting a complete renovation. So that's something we're doing. It is ready to be stickered right now. We put new walls on it. Our mower, we're getting our mower ready. Luckily we do all the maintenance in the fall to where that end is ready to go, but we're gonna be sharpening blades. We sharpened our hedge trimmers and all our racks. Make sure those are still secure, everything's still in line. So we're just doing a lot of shop time right now just to make sure all of our equipment is ready to roll for when we do get that green light. The second thing that we are doing is our marketing materials. Literally, I would say the weekend leading up to when they announced like we're going to be doing an essential versus non-essential businesses that have the green light to stay open or continue providing service. I was about to send to our local print shop an order for 5,000 postcards and 5,000 door hangers. Like literally that weekend, I was sending it over so that way those could start being printed. Now, I don't think it'd be a bad thing if we went ahead and sent it over to get printed, but it's hard telling when that green light is going to come. So we're kind of in a dilemma right now if we just go ahead and put the order through or if we don't. Whether that's in 2 weeks, a month, whatever, what we're doing though is we are refining our marketing material. We're getting it as perfect as we possibly can, so that way, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. We're getting it as perfect as we possibly can, so that way when we get the green light, we're able to get out there, hang those door hangers, pass out those postcard flyers, and get our marketing material out there, so that way we can start grabbing up new clients. And real quick, with that whole handing out postcards and flyers, this is just my opinion from an outsider looking in, or even like being in the industry and seeing what other companies and folks are doing. I don't think now is the right time to be walking door to door, putting up door hangers, or walking mailbox to mailbox, handing out postcard flyers. I just think it's a bad look. I don't feel like it's a time to do that because folks probably aren't going to be comfortable like handling that marketing material that you're handing out just because of the worry of getting this coronavirus. So I don't think visually it is a good look to be out there handing that out, and I don't know how much of a return you would get right now just because there's so much unknown. But that's just me, that's just my opinion. Drop a comment down below, let me know if you agree or disagree with that, but I just think it's just not a good look to be out there handing out material. But one option we are considering though, once we do get the green light, because this Corona deal is still going to be a hot topic, is we're going to be looking into like SendGem or doing EDM through the USPS, just that way we can send them all our postcards. It can be designated for a neighborhood, a route, whatever it is. Yeah, it's going to cost a little more money up front, but it saves us time for having to go out there, and if it's posted, I feel like it just looks better that like USPS is handling that end. It's not me going door to door. So that's something we are considering. If you guys have used SendGem or done like the EDDM or whatever it's called, drop a comment down below. Let me know how that's worked for you, if you've had good success with it, because that is an avenue that we are considering. The third thing we're doing right now though is we are still getting calls in, landscaping especially. So right now I'm out giving those estimates, and I do communicate with the customer like, hey, you can send me a list via email, via text message, we can talk over the phone exactly what you're wanting. You can stay indoors, I can come out, measure your property up, do the whole deal without even coming in contact or seeing you guys while we're out there, just to keep that social distancing as lively as possible, I guess you'd say. So we're still banging out estimates, so that way when we do get the green light, we have our workload ready to roll and we can start knocking out those jobs. Now, that could be a fine line still on, conducting business and not being essential. I understand that. So that is a risk I'm taking, but I'm doing all my precautionary measures to make sure we are not violating any of like the checklist for staying safe, staying healthy, all that. So I do understand that's a fine line, but that's one thing that I am doing to help keep that ball rolling. What are we at, number 5 now? So another thing that we are doing too is behind the scenes on the computer, on the office work. As you guys know, we use Yardbook for our business, and we are like dissecting Yardbook and seeing what other features are on Yardbook that we could be implementing into our business. This year we adopted the Debt-Free Landscaper's budget sheet, so we're going through that. We're getting all of our expenses that we would occur throughout a year. We're getting those wrote out, and what we've done so far. we're inputting all those numbers. So we're getting like systems and processes in line now while it's slow. So that way when things go crazy, like we know what we need to do to keep things in order. So just kind of getting a game plan of what we should do. When things get crazy, we'll be knowing exactly what we need to be doing. If you guys do not know about the Debt-Free Landscaper, he has an array of documents on his website that you guys can utilize in your business. I'll tag him down into the description below, so guys be sure to check him out. And I'm pretty sure Brian's 10 saves 10% on that whole thing. Of course, Brian's 10 saves 10% everywhere. Just having fun. Guys, that is some stuff we're doing too. So as you can see, all this stuff can be done without business still moving forward. Like we're still able to get a lot done and we're still able to stay productive. So something I'm trying to bring to you guys, and you know, I'm still small fish in a big pond. I get it. I know I am. I see a lot of folks that are just hanging out, not really doing much. And you know, this is time where we can still be productive. Like we are banging out work here in the shop that thankfully though, we did get about 2 more weeks of time to get all this stuff done, because if not, we'd really be stuck in a pinch and trying to cram all this stuff to get done before the season started. So it's actually kind of been a blessing. So that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as, hey, we've been blessed with 3 more weeks of some time to get as much ready on the back end as possible, to where when we get the green light, we are going to be ready to roll. And one last and final thing that I am doing is I am enjoying the downtime that I have to enjoy with the wife and kiddos. As you guys know, you guys have seen, I run a pretty hectic schedule. So this downtime has given me a chance to just hang out, hang loose, play around with the kiddos, bring Easton here to the shop, we go through the car wash, whatever. It's just giving me more time to just relax and hang out with them before the craziness of the season starts, because once season starts, I'm up at 3:34 in the morning for my full-time job, get off between 12 and 2, and then we hit the pavement running after that. 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, depending on what we have going on. So it gets busy, it gets hectic. So I'm just taking the time right now, while we have it, to enjoy some downtime with the family. So that is another thing that I think, you know, for you guys to be thinking about is, hey, why not take some, you know, just hang loose a little bit, you know, do some things around the house. We're going to be cranking out some landscaping at the house, so just maybe utilize the time to get some things done around your house that you may not have had the time to do. This is all just coming from my opinion, my story, my life, and my views on some things. So right now, drop a comment down below and let me know, what is your whole take on this COVID-19? Let me know if you guys are considered in your area or your state an essential business. I'd like to know who is essential, or who is deemed essential and who is not. Just kind of see like what other states are looking like, and see what everyone else has going on. I really hope that you guys are taking this COVID-19 seriously. Take it forever as you want. I don't think it's something that's not serious. I think it's something we should take wholeheartedly. Do I think, you know, we need to shut down America for it? I don't know if we really need to shut everything down. But you know, who am I? I'm just small fish in a big pond. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you're enjoying some of this downtime, spending time with your family. I hope you're staying healthy. So just keep hopeful, keep working at it, keep getting everything ready, because soon enough you will get the green light and you're gonna be hitting that pavement run and you're gonna be crushing the game. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in this video. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop a video. Drop comments down below if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, give this video a big thumbs up. And guys, as always, remember, do what you love what you do, but never stop. Guys, we will see you in the next one.